Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Remember when you heard this sound for the first time? Or how about these? Or how about when this was a pleasant surprise?
Chewie, we're home.
Or when this rocked your world?
No, I am your father.
Hold on to your helmets because we're about to hit light speed. This is R2 Details.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so when we...
Hold on, I have sound effects. Hold on. Okay, all right.
Can you do... Let me hear you do a lightsaber. Can you do a lightsaber impression?
No, it sounds like Chewie.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry. Wrong land. Okay, so Boba Fett's over. Wow.
Okay. Holy Jesus. I texted you
I know.
by the way, when I texted you, we weren't even done watching it. There was like 5 more minutes left. So there was more after I say. I'm sitting there texting Chris going, holy shit, like how many I don't know whether to call them cookies or flash. I mean, like
Greg's.
How many? I don't even call them plot points because it was just a bunch of shit happened,
Yeah.
and it was so many things. So many things.
Remember last week when I was like, remember when you said you wanted him to write a Rancor?
Yes.
He writes a fucking
You're totally
Rancor.
right, Rancor. Now, okay, you're gonna have to, because you watched it multiple times. You're
Yes.
gonna have to walk me through, because I mean, I swear, my head was swimming afterwards, trying to figure out everything that I had seen, and even talking with Audrey about it, and trying to figure out what she had heard and seen and didn't see. It was mind blowing how in depth this finale was. It was a really well done finale.
Yeah, there was a ton going on in this episode between like all the bounty hunters that were there teaming up against the Spice Runners, because what's his name, Chris Satan, was on his team now, and then you had Finnick Shad and the biker weird kids, but it all started at the end of the last episode where they blew up that bar. They stayed in that bar rather than going back and trying to find I don't know, Sanctum in the palace.
Did you at the time, did you think that was a bad choice? I was telling them the whole time, like, no, you go back to your stronghold. Why are you fighting in the open streets? I actually didn't like that decision. I thought that was a poor choice.
I thought they did it because they were going to attack the people. That's why they didn't want the people to get attacked. But he could have taken all of them into his palace. Let's be honest. Anyway, so much happened. Okay, so then they stay there. They get attacked, and it's by those 2 big ass robots. Well, yes. First the Spicers, but
what I don't remember what those robots were called, but basically it almost looked like the ones in the Phantom Menace that roll up, and then they have the orb around them that makes it almost impenetrable.
Droidicas.
Yes.
So, it's a destroyer. It's got the force field. It looked like giant versions of those, which was badass.
And what's great about those, what I've always liked about those when they appear, those types of weapons when they appear in the Star Wars universe, is okay. Too many times it's someone shooting a blaster that never seems to run out of bullets or run out of energy, or someone swinging a lightsaber but they never accidentally cut themselves and like chop off a hand or anything like that. Like none of that stuff ever happens. Yeah. But like, it has to be believable that there's these machines out there that are so badass that when people see them, they go, well, all right, that's the end of it. Like it just, anytime you see them in any of the movies or any of the shows, it's always like, well, you're pretty much going to die or everything's going to get blown up because these things can't be beat, or they're very, very difficult to beat.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you there. And it's funny because the son, my boy, and I, we were walking through the new Star Wars land, Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland, and we saw some of the battle droids from the movies that, how big they would be in real life and stuff. And man, they were like 7 foot tall. They were scary. Even just those dumbass droids that go Roger, Roger were kind of scary. But yeah, these other ones coming in with like force fields and stuff. You got
just knowing that they're never going to run out of ammo, and no matter how much you throw at them, it's not going to hurt them. Like that's just got to be defeating. Like as soon as you see them coming, just like, all right. So, and that's kind of what happened to our characters, right? They kind of thought,
They thought they were done.
Oh shit, we're kind of screwed here.
Yeah, they thought they were done, and then I mean, long story short, by the way, spoilers.
Oh yeah, I guess, right.
Boba Fett
listen, like a
takes off.
gazillion people watched it, so
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure everyone saw it.
Boba Fett takes off. He jumps and goes, since those droids are those, I don't know if they call them droids as much as I would call them just like giant
Battle
robots.
bots.
Battle bots deploy. Besides those, just ravishing the town, and then Grogu shows up with the shirt on.
Yes. Now, okay, that was a tender moment. All my kids were like all teary and like, oh my god, that was he showed up as a shirt.
Question.
Yes.
So, did he pick the shirt over the lightsaber, or did he pick the lightsaber, kill Luke, and then take the shirt?
I think he did not do that because that would be pretty messed up. But
Plus, we also know Luke's alive.
I'll tell you what, though, I was rooting. I mean, we're gonna jump forward and then we'll jump back to in time here. But at the end, when that dark saber was whipped out,
yeah,
I was kind of wanting little Grogu to grab onto that and say, "Oh, now I can have this one," and just be like, push the Mando aside and be like, "I'm taking this." And I'm gonna go kick some ass like Yoda did in Attack of the Clones or whatever.
That would have been cool. Do you think that Grogu will teach Mando how to use the saber?
I do. I think that will be in a future Mandalorian season. The other thing I wanted to bring up that I noticed, I wanted to see if you noticed was, I think we know this is what happened, but they kind of give you hints over these last couple episodes when you see where Grogu's training with Luke.
Yeah.
That's the same location in Kylo Ren's flashbacks of his rebellion.
Yep, it is. It totally is. It's Luke's temple where he's training them, and then that's where it all goes to hell when he turns on Kylo and Kylo turns on him and everything blows up and burns down. Yeah, no, totally is. I've seen pictures of them side by side. It's pretty dope.
Cool. I think it's Yavin 4.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, I think Yavin 4 is the moon that it's on. It's like that where A New Hope took place.
Yes. No.
So, yes, because they had a rainforest jungle, and then that's where it was.
Yes,
and
you're right. You're right.
So I think that's. But anyways, it was just really cool because when we were seeing that, and Audrey and I were kind of talking about it, of like, oh, they're giving you. That's what I've been loving about all these shows that have come out is they're dropping in these like little breadcrumb trails that lead back to the originals and stuff like that. That I think is really cool.
Yeah, a couple more things. Yeah, I 100% agree. And every time they show different parts of Tatooine, it references back to like either the prequels or Star Wars the original. But there's a couple other things that happened. R.I.P. to the green guys. The green piggies died.
Yes. Oh my God. They were like I said when this season first started, those were the guys. One of the few Star Wars toys that I ever owned because we were poor. It was those little stupid green guys, and so I remember them fondly. And it was, hey, they fought to the bitter end, Chris.
They didn't. They just fell off a cliff like
they did, right?
They didn't fight at all. They just backed up until they died. But
of all their fighting and all their like, rough, gruff. I'm not gonna die. I'm never gonna whatever. This entire time, and they died just by falling off.
Backed up into a freaking canyon, idiots. But so then, that happens. Those big giant robots are going around killing and destroying the whole city, and then here comes Boba Fett riding his Rancor.
Yes.
Oh my God, that was so cool when you heard the and everybody stops and looks.
Yes, and how everyone stopped fighting, kind of. Like if you look, everyone just was like, well, let's watch how this develops.
Even the robots stopped. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, the robots were like, what is this? Yeah, super cool and great fight scene. I think well choreographed. It wasn't like the Rancor just came in and easily defeated him. I mean, you can see how hard those things were to defeat, that the Rancor was actually having a hard time and looked like it was gonna lose there a few times. But yeah, everyone kind of banded together. There was some great I loved when the Rancor was like what was it, he like jabbed through the eye
of the robot.
That where he like, because I think the robot shot him and he was like and it really hurt, and he's like, hey asshole, and he's just like right through the eye of that. So yeah, the great fight scenes. And then the great kill scene by, oh gosh, I'm so bad with her name. Fennec Shand. She goes in and all like stealth like kills how many people does she kill?
takes out all the spicers, the
Yeah.
people leading spicers. Yeah, but before that, you had the only thing about the Rancor that really kind of frustrated me was the fact that, you know, Cad Bane came out, threw a little fire in his face, and he ran away like a little bitch. I was kind of mad about that because, you know, you're a Rancor, you just fought robots, you tore them apart, you probably got shocked a lot. A little fire is going to hurt you, but it had to happen so Boba Fett could kill him.
Yeah.
Which was cool, except
Yeah.
he was such a cool looking character.
Yeah, but I almost did kind of think that they were going to keep that character around for longer.
I did too. That's why seeing him die kind of sucked. But I know there's so many characters out there. The thought is now that they're going to start bringing in Star Wars Rebels people, Ezra, and stuff like that, because the timelines are starting to cross paths.
Yeah. And then let's talk about some other stuff that happened. What's another one that jumps out to you?
At the end, like you, wait, hold on. You said kill scene, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah. Fennec Shand went in and killed the rest of the spicers. So it's like no spicers are on the planet now. And Boba Fett's getting all this love. And then it shows Mando in his Naboo fighter with Grogu sitting in the back, flying away. What happens? That's such a cool part.
Yes.
Where he's sitting there and he like knocks on the window and Mando's like, no. Knocks on the window again.
Doing it. No.
Okay, last time. And then he just floors it. It's like they keep making the 60-year-old alien seem like a kid, so it's kind of fun.
Going back for a second, just because it's been on my mind since you just mentioned it. Just going back a second to we were talking about how the location of Luke's academy, and we all know what happens with Kylo Ren and all that kind of stuff. Do you think that the timelines work out that if Grogu had chosen to stay, that he would have been one of the ones murdered by Kylo Ren?
I think that would have been, I mean, I don't know, Luke was 50, so then Kylo Ren was in his 20s, so it would have been a while. I think Grogu probably would have been a Jedi by then, don't you think? But he might have been working with Luke still. What if he turned out to be one of the Knights of Ren?
Oh, that's interesting too.
That'd be hilarious. It was Grogu just kind of walking behind him. But no, I think he would be there still somehow, or at least working with him somehow. Maybe not there when that happened.
Interesting. But okay, so anyways, so the episode goes on. Obviously, this is also in a way setting up Mandalorian season 3, I think.
Oh yeah.
You know, with how they've hinted at some stuff, especially with him coming back. They're together. You obviously now see that Grogu has Force-like abilities and powers.
Yes.
You just don't know how strong or capable he is with those. So he's probably still growing in what he's able to do as well. I mean, yes. I guess the same story as Luke, right? Like how Luke left his training early. I think Grogu is going to be that same thing where he still doesn't quite have it mastered, but I think they're going to have CGI Luke appear to Grogu as Ben Kenobi did to Luke.
I agree. Also, if you think about it, didn't Grogu heal Mando once, or heal something once?
Yes, I think he did.
So he has the same powers as Rey.
Is Grogu Rey's father?
I don't know if that's possible. It's a Palpatine. But no, I don't know. That's all stuff to think about, because it did happen, which there are not many Jedi that can heal people. Rey was one of them, but that was also a sign of the Sith. So
yes,
I don't know. What do you think? Grogu's a Sith? That'd be dope.
No, that would be dope though. Yeah, that would be actually pretty awesome. So basically all the Pike leaders are gone. You know that the Boba Fett now has the honor of the city, I think, or that area,
the jester or whatever they call him.
Right. He's whatever, the Daijong Gindo or whatever it is. And that final episode there, I mean, the whole season felt very Western, right? It felt like you were watching Turner Classic Movies and you were watching a Western. Because it really was. Think about the town they were in. Think about how the showdown was like a high noon showdown. I mean, the entire theming of it was a Western. And I think it ended like a Western where the hero might have to die to save the rest of the town. I mean, it literally was a Western in a sci-fi setting. That's what
they're going for. So they nailed it.
So they definitely redeemed themselves
under the things. Right now it says action, adventure, and sci-fi. I should say Western under it too.
It really should. It was a total Western. I would say that They definitely redeemed themselves because these last 2 episodes of theirs was really incredibly strong.
Yeah,
I thought the first
characters.
2 episodes were really strong. I thought the last 2 were incredibly strong. So here's to them. Here's my prediction, though.
What?
I actually don't think there's gonna be a Boba Fett season 2. Well, I shouldn't say not a season 2. There's not going to be a season 2 for a while on Boba Fett. I think there's so many other things in the pipeline for the Star Wars universe and the Marvel universe and everything that Disney has that I just don't see them pumping out a Boba Fett anytime soon. I think it's going to take a while.
Yeah, I mean, I see that because there's, now that he has all the civil unrest locked down, there should be some calm times, but you're right. They got Mandalorian season 3, which I believe is the last one, coming out very soon.
Yep.
You got Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's also coming out along with Ahsoka series. And Anakin Skywalker shows up in both of those, or Luke and Darth Vader and stuff. But there's flashbacks.
They have one called Andor coming out. Yep.
With God dang it, what's his character's name? The dude from Rogue One. What's that dude's name?
Oh, I'm drawing a blank on his name.
I know, I'm trying to find it right now. He was Cassian Andor, played by Diego Luna.
Yep.
Yeah, he was a great character. So that's gonna be based around him. I'm stoked about that. So besides all that, they will come back with a Boba Fett probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I just think it'll be a few years. Like, okay, what is this? 2022 and it just ended. I bet you it's 2024 before we get a new Boba Fett.
Probably, but what's the next movie?
No, does the next one.
I don't know. I don't know where it's going to pick up because the Skywalker saga's over. What's going to start next? The Palpatine saga?
Maybe, or
whatever. Maybe they're just going to take all these TV shows and make them cross paths in a movie, and they're going to call it Star Wars is.
They're going to try and do a Guardians of the Galaxy style. Hey, what if we put a few people from different Star Wars eras, whatever, and put them all together and they make wacky comments at each other and try to defeat a villain? I bet you it's going to be a Guardians of the Galaxy style.
And then they race across the country and all have to get to this locker to try to open it up and get a $2 million purse. And
we call it Rat Race.
It's called Star Wars' Races.
Yes.
Star Wars is just.
Star Wars is this.
Star Wars is just. There's a Skarsgård that's going to be in that Andor movie.
No, I didn't. Yeah,
I just found that out right now. Anyway, that's it. Cool. We're done, right?
Yeah, we're done.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
Anakin, may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you, Master.
May the Force be with you both.
May the Force be with you, Master.
May the Force be with you.
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 May the Force be with you. May the Force be with you. May the Force be with us all.
Obi-Wan, may the Force be with you.
Goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you. Always.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
And remember, the Force will be with you. Always.
May the Force be with us.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
The Force will be with you. Always.
And may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
Remember, the Force will be with you. Always.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with us.
May the Force be with you.
And may the Force be with us.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be.
You go, I've said it enough.
May the Force be with you always.
This is funner.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.